Hi everybody, happy Monday. Today is also Mental Health Awareness Day, and I just want to bring you maybe a 5 or 10 minute light mobility workout. I think it's so important to just take some time for you during the day. We all lead such busy lives, taking care of each other, children, parents, spouses, what have you. So our jobs, it's just unending list. So it's so important to take just a few minutes, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's doing this quiet mobility workout with me, or just sitting in quiet reflection, maybe journaling, doing something you enjoy, just to reset and unwind. So I'm going to turn on some music and I'm going to do some light standing mobility. Maybe you're working at a desk today and just need a little mind break. And just a little bit of mobility in those joints. So it's going to get you feeling good. So let's get started. I'm just going to turn on some music and we are going to go. Hopefully you hear this music. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. All right, so you can do this seated, you can do this standing, and I just want you to stand with your feet about hip distance apart, or you could do this sitting in a chair. And we're just going to relax our mind, relax our body, just kind of feel ourselves in this space. And you can either close your eyes or soften your gaze. And we're just going to breathe. And just imagine that breath from the floor all the way up to the crown of the head. Hold it for a moment and then slowly let that breath come down. Now there's all sorts of breathing protocols, but I like a breathing up for 4. Gently holding it for a 3 or 4 count and then letting it come down. Just do this a few times. Just again, feeling yourself in your space. Good. Keep that breath flowing, and we're just going to add some movement with the head. Just starting at the top, letting that ear go to your shoulder. Just nice and easy. And then bring your chin to your chest, and then roll it over to one side, and then down and over to the other side. Just nice and easy. Just being really careful not to bring the head back, as that can cause some stress and tension there. And then just come up. Roll those shoulders up and back, just opening up that chest. As you inhale, you're going to lift your shoulders up. Your elbows are relaxed, so you're really letting the shoulders just kind of guide the movement. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I mean. So you're going to lift the arms up and then roll back. So just making a nice full circle and just syncing that with your breath. Good. Nice. Last one. Good. Then we're just going to make it a little bit bigger here. We're going to bring the arms out in front, and we're going to open up to one side and come right back up, keeping the hips quiet, just adding a little bit bigger mobility through the chest and the shoulders, and just take this at your own pace, just a few times. Again, you can do this seated as long as you don't have anything in your way. But just keeping the hips stay facing front and your feet firmly planted on the floor, whether you're sitting or standing. And we'll do one more. Nice. And bring those arms down. And we're just going to do alternating big arm circles. So doing, again, that whole big circle. And you don't have to worry about how far you go back. Just go back to that point. You really feel that shoulder open up and the chest open. So I like to lead with the pinky and then just really go back. You can even take your eyes with you, being careful not to look back too far. Good. And then roll those shoulders. Good. I'm going to do a little bit of standing cat and cow. So we're going to round to the back and then arch. So standing from the side, you can see I'm opening the chest, and then you can go a little bit deeper each time here. So you're rounding a little bit more through that lower back too, and opening. Being careful to keep that abdominal contraction as you go through these two modalities. Just rounding and releasing. One more time, it feels good. And bring it down, good. All right, so have that little pelvic tilt, that little contraction. So you don't wanna tip, you don't wanna be too far forward, just come into neutral. And we're just gonna take some side bends here, getting a little lateral flexion. Again, keeping the feet firmly planted. Good, last one. Now we're gonna take the arms up overhead, up and over, and up and over. Now if this is too fast, you can slow it down. Good. Feels good to reach those arms up, really reach through the fingertips. Last one, good. And bring those arms down. Good, you can go and roll those shoulders as much as you want, get that little tension out of your neck. And then we're just gonna tilt the pelvis forward and back. So tilt and bring it back. So again, from the side, it's a small movement. Good. And then we're gonna make a circle here. So we're just gonna go around and around. You can take your hands on your hips. So you're bending the knees a little bit. That's important here. And then go the other way. So you're bending the knees to facilitate the movement. You would never want to do this with locked knees. And then go around, maybe a few in each direction. This should feel really good on the hips. And as you come around to the front, you're going to feel that pelvic tilt, but you're going to be careful not to lean back and then go back the other way. Just a couple minutes of mobility feels so good on the body, especially in the morning. Last one. Good. Take a nice big deep breath. Exhale. Again, take it up. Exhale. One more time, take it up. And exhale. Nice. We're going to just add some squats. Now, if you have any knee discomfort, you don't have to go down too far. But if you don't like this at all, come up on your tippy toes and down. So you can kind of roll through those feet. That feels nice. But if you want, you can squat it down. Good. Weight goes in the heels, just getting those hips mobile. Again, you don't have to go down too far here to feel it. Good, couple more. Good, and take a deep breath up and really just draw those elbows back behind you so you can see there's like a little arch in the back, but you're getting expansion through the chest, and just take this side to side. Just nice and easy. Now, if you're doing this in a chair, just pull the arms back and maybe march in place, alternating those feet up if you're sitting in a desk chair. Good, couple more. Feels good to open that chest and bring it down. Good. And then we're just gonna scoop through and get those hamstrings going. So we're just gonna scoop as we dig that heel forward. So we're stretching out the hamstring of the straight leg. We're also getting some mobility through the ankles. You can do this in a chair as well. You would just take your heel out and bring it in. You can add that scoop. Now, if you want to make your scoop a little bigger, you can make it a little bigger. And I'll show you from the side. Just a little bit of mobility here. Feels so good on the body. Now, if you wanted to hold one side, you can hold it. Feel that nice stretch, hands go on the back leg, and you can point and flex the foot. Keeping that chest open, so just being careful to keep a strong reach from the crown of the head to the tailbone, and then you can hold it there, roll it up, and change sides. This feels good on the body. You don't have to go too far down to feel the stretch. It's more important what happens up here. So the more you lift that hip up, the more you're gonna feel it in that hamstring. And then just take the toe down and up. Keep that chest open. Feels so good just to move a little bit and just pay attention to maybe some things that might be bothering you in the body and stretch them out. Bring it up. Good. Take another nice big deep breath. And we're going to do a little roll down. So you're going to bring your feet a little closer together. You're going to bring your chin to your chest. Contract the abdominals and start to peel yourself off an imaginary wall behind you. Go to a point of gentle tension and then come up. And then restack. You can make that a little bigger as we go. Take your head off that imaginary wall. And then you can go down as far as you feel comfortable. Okay, you can bend the knees a little bit and then roll it up. So this is a Pilates roll down. We do this on the floor, but when you're short on time, it's nice to be able to do this a few times. There's no wrong or right way to do this. You go down as far as you're comfortable and then restack. Imagine that wall behind you. Last thing to come up is your head, and you can add a shoulder roll there. You can add the arms, inhaling, and then exhaling, just rolling over. So when you get to the bottom, you want to feel that roundness here. So you're holding the abdominals in, and then restack. And finish with a nice big arm circle. And then a nice big deep breath in. And you're going to reach for one wrist and take it gently to the side. Back to the center, other side. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more limber, a little bit looser. You might hear some cracks or crackles. That's okay. That means everything's just kind of resetting. Bring it up. Good. How about those wrists? So just roll those wrists. Maybe you do a lot of desk work. You can come up on the toes and heels here if it feels good at the same time. Again, you can do this in a chair as well. Good. And if you need balance, just hold on to a wall or a chair next to you. You can do that as well. Good. And then bring one arm out in front. Apply a little pressure just to stretch that wrist. And then other side. Make sure you're not too far up here. We really want to relax. Relax the shoulders down. We have enough tension in our life. We don't need to add that. And release it. Good. Take a nice big deep breath. Exhale. Now, if you can come halfway down if it feels good, you can come halfway down. You can support yourself on your knees. If it feels good, come all the way down. Just wherever it feels good. You might want to stop right here. You have a nice flat back. You can bring it down. And then bend the knees and roll it up. Again, only going as far as you feel comfortable. Halfway down is fine. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart, and have a wonderful day. Drink a little extra water, and you just kind of feel like, oh, I moved my body a little bit. Gets you up off a chair, or, if you just are coming in the house after a commute, kind of set the mood for a great evening, or you can do this in the morning. Have a great day.